The Family Legacy Award recognizes families who have a time-honored tradition of exemplary volunteerism and generosity with Indiana University.
My mom had a saying that I really liked, and it was that it's in the giving that you find pure joy, and I think she was right.
And through the years, the Johnson family has certainly given and received much joy. Dick and Ruth Johnson are familiar names to the IU family. In their lifetimes, they were among Indiana University's most active donors and volunteers, benefiting countless events, organizations, and schools in support of IU's mission. Their impact can be seen in places like the Ruth and Dick Johnson Suite for Science Innovation at Simon Hall and the Johnson Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation at the Kelley School.
Really, it was my mom and dad talking together that developed that sponsorship in somewhat support of a broader entrepreneurial vision across the IU campus.
And that vision has had a lasting effect.
The Johnson Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation has an amazing reputation that in turn has fueled the reputation for entrepreneurship for the Kelley School of Business overall. Part of it is because when the gift was given by Dick and Ruth and then inherited and enhanced by their family, those funds were really aimed at not only doing cross-functional things within the business school, but cross-disciplinary outside of the Kelley School of Business. So bringing in music or science or law, and that really has helped build the reputation of entrepreneurship as being cross-disciplinary and cross-functional.
Today, Rick and Alice Johnson have found their own way to make a lasting impact.
We feel that education is the pathway to success for a lot of young people. And without the opportunities that post-secondary certificate, degree, associate's degree can provide, a lot of those opportunities are diminished or in some instances become non-existent.
Rick and Alice, IU graduates themselves, have created those opportunities in a number of ways. They are among the founding supporters of the Eskenazi Art, Architecture, and Design School and are ongoing supporters of both the IU Center for Art and Design and the J. Irwin Miller Architecture Program in their hometown of Columbus.
Such a synergy has been created with the City of Columbus, with the IU School of Architecture, in that the creativity and the innovation and the talent that school has brought to our community through the students and the staff and the professors is incredible.
You know, the building that we occupy, the Republic Building, is right there central in the middle of Columbus. And so it becomes a center point, really, of activity for the community related to architectural education for today. We have all of the buildings from the past, and they are wonderful examples for the students, like a living laboratory for the students. But at the same time, the students are creating new architecture for the future. I'm excited to see how it develops.
I think one of the great things about looking at the opportunity set to support at IU is that there are so many opportunities. There are so many places that excel and have great faculty and leadership and great opportunities for students.
Students like Ricky and Annie Johnson, Dick and Ruth's grandchildren, and graduates of the Johnson Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation.
My grandparents were outstanding people, and walking through the hall every day, seeing the bust of Dick Johnson, it's a cool thing to see the impact that him and my grandmother had, and think about what I can do to kind of live up to what he's done in his life, and Ruth as well.
Knowing that my grandparents and parents had invested so much time and effort in that school really made it important to do the best I could, and in the future to give back in whatever way I can.
We lost Dick in 2009 and Ruth passed in 2019, but it's evident that their legacies live on in the people and places that make up the IU family.
They were both so involved in both their community and in their church and with Indiana University, both giving generously of their financial resources, but in addition to that, in giving so much of their time and energy and expertise. And when you grow up and you see that sort of an example, it really encourages you to want to continue that family legacy.